Hello, everybody. I'm Ginger.
I'm Dee.
And this is Chattin with CHAP. Well, this week we're going to kind of go off of our little homeschoolers belief schedule. And we're going to talk about...
We thought maybe it would be a good idea.
Yeah, we're going to talk about, what we're going through right now. So, first of all, I want to say, I hope that grace and peace abound to you. I mean, it's 1 Peter 1:2, that you are just being filled with God's grace and peace right now. And we also did a devotion this morning, and it talked about don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. It'll take care of itself.
That's right.
Focus on today. Keep your eyes on Jesus today, and He's going to see you through because He's sovereign.
That's right.
He's sovereign over everything.
That's right. But maybe some of you are feeling anxious, and there's some really good scripture out there to help you. We'll just rattle off a few of them. But 2 Timothy 1:7,
Psalm 4:8,
1 Peter 5:6-7,
Isaiah 41:10,
Isaiah 26:3,
and John 14:1. These are some really great scriptures.
Meditate on those. Yeah. I mean, we haven't been given a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. He keeps in perfect peace him whose mind is steadfast. So, if you are feeling anxious, go to His Word and sit with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to I was speaking to a group of women. Actually, the topic was release control before you lose control on Saturday. And they had chosen that months ago, which was
that's great.
But I was telling them, sometimes we just have to shut down the news and the social media and stop reading it and stop listening to it and go to His Word, because our minds, you can just spend hours reading every end of the spectrum, and then your mind starts to be in a twirl. And so just spend time just soaking up His Word.
With that. I know when I've had my anxious moments, I just repeat it. Repeat that again and again. God is my refuge and strength. A very present help in trouble. Just fill your mind with the good things. Fill your mind with the good things. And don't forget, He's sovereign.
Right.
He is sovereign. This is not out of His control, and it's not a challenge.
Right.
It's not a challenge to Him.
So we do want to give you some updates with CHAP. Right now, as of today, the convention is not canceled. It's not canceled. We are still on. It's in June. We are praying, and we know that a lot of really good things can happen in 3 months, and a lot of things can turn around in 3 months. So we've had lots of questions and concerns. Are you canceling? No, we are not. We are not. I mean, the only way we would is if the convention center is shut down in June, but we can't even begin to think about that. I spent this whole past year planning this convention, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're praying for that. We're praying for our vendors. We're praying for our attendees. And we just feel like in 3 months, a lot can change. A lot. So convention is happening. So get registered, check it out. We've got a lot of fun things going on there, and
lots of good stuff. So we did have to cancel the college day. So I don't know if any of you out there were going to be coming to that, but E-Town College is closed like all the other colleges everywhere. So we, of course, were not able to have that event. So that was going to be this Saturday.
A bummer.
So that is a bummer. And our marriage event is still on for the time being. So hopefully things will clear up by then. That's the end of April. So we are not doing things quickly. We're taking our time and praying over everything. And
we are. I mean, I think some people feel like, well, why haven't you canceled convention, or why haven't you? But it's really too soon. It's too soon. A lot can happen, and we're moving forward. Every day I'm getting up and continuing to plan, and I'm excited.
Oh, and you know what? I don't know about you, but my life hasn't really changed at all. I'm so busy. I just get up, and we're doing school, and we're doing this, and we're doing the things that we've always... So I don't know what it's like for all the rest of you homeschoolers out there. I know there's a lot of sports and things that haven't happened. That has changed for us, but as far as school goes...
I know. It was kind of funny. I've been homeschooling for 19 years. I work at home, and so my life has been quarantined.
It's in quarantine.
Didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize it till everybody's in shock, and I'm just still getting up and doing the same thing every day. I'm thinking, okay, I've been quarantined for the last 19 years.
Okay. So we have heard some folks asking about Oh, I heard the governor is forgiving the days that the public school kids are missing. Are we going to be forgiven too as homeschoolers? Are we going to be forgiven those days too? I don't know. I know the question has been asked. We have asked certain questions to HSLDA and to the Department of Education. We're waiting for some responses on those. But as CHAP, we are going to encourage you, stick with the law. Stick with what your affidavit says. You need to do 180 days. Continue to do, that's what you planned for. That's what you're, have planned your year around. Continue on with that. Now, of course, if you are ailing, then no. But if you're going along, it's normal. Yeah, and we just continue with.
I mean, your family's healthy. Yeah. You want your kids to have their
education.
And so that's why we do what we do. And so it really doesn't affect us as much as those who aren't homeschooling. So but the other thing we just want to encourage you also is to keep meeting somehow, because we were made for connection. We were. I mean, we were made to connect. So whether that means FaceTime or
I don't know if you do, I don't know, do WhatsApp does videos or whatever. I know there's Marco Polo, and it's not like, it's video texting, but it's not like in real time. I mean, if you were both on at the same time, or small meetings if you're comfortable having people over, like a few friends to talk or whatever. We really need that real time, like not just watching videos, not just watching things that are upbeat, but you need that conversation.
You do.
You need that interaction.
Yeah. We need mutual encouragement, and so if it's just very small groups, continue to meet together. I mean, that's we were called to meet together. We were called for community, and so we really are encouraging you to do that.
Yeah, everybody really needs encouragement. I mean, and like these scriptures that we mentioned, or if you read a devotion that really touches your heart, and you know that someone that you know would really be encouraged by that, share it with them, because it is good to share our concerns and our with each other now, and keep each other sane.
Yeah,
so
really
good.
We also are encouraging you to reach out to public school families that you know. What's normal to us can be shocking to them.
Exactly. You know so much, even if it's your first year homeschooling. It's what are we in now, March? So we've been through the good part of a school year. So you know what you've experienced, you know what you've talked to people at co-op about. Share with the people who have kids at home what you've done and what your day looks like, or
point them to things that could be helpful to them.
Oh, those websites. There's so many websites, the game sites, Shepherd software, whatever it is that might help them with their kids. Of course, you can send them to homeschoolpennsylvania.org or chaponline.com. or even hslda.org if they wanted homeschool specific information. But share with them what you do. And, as we're talking about that, I want to talk specifically to public school people, or you can share this with them, or to share this video with them. If you have your kids at home and it's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I would say for right now, don't feel like you have to have like a school day planned out unless your school sent home curriculum with you, which they might have. I know some haven't. Some folks are really good at, finding the free online museum pass, or heard some opera is letting their things be free somewhere.
But I got one last night and there was a 20-minute wait.
So anyway, there are things like that out there that you can do with your kids at home that you're like, totally like, what just happened? But here's a BJU post here.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you there too.
Yep. So as far as if you have your kids at home and that's like shocking to you and you're not quite sure what to do, I'm gonna suggest that instead of trying to jump into school, like doing school with your kids, take some time and get to know your kids.
Yeah.
Do some school detox.
Yeah. I mean, no one is going to fall behind or be hurt by a few weeks of this. Now, granted, if they don't go back the rest of the year, we don't know what's going to happen. But if they're off for 2 weeks and the school hasn't given you anything and you're feeling panicked, you know what? Just spend some time getting to know them, what they like, figure out how they learn, find out what interests them. Spend time outside.
Oh, yeah.
Read books together. There's a lot you can do that's low pressure.
Oh, yeah.
And enjoyable as a family. And so we encourage you to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend who posted, and I shared it on my feed. She said, I don't know how you that are surprised, you're having your kids home, I don't know how in 2 days you can think that you can have school ready for your kids. She said, it takes me a long time, months to prepare for the coming year of homeschool. So don't put it on yourself to be like, I've got to be homeschooling right now because my kids aren't in public school. And it's not realistic because it does take planning. Now, her suggestion, which I totally and wholeheartedly agreed, and she said, read. Yeah. The Chronicle of Narnia, The Wolves of Willoughby Chase. There are other books that she suggested. There's lots of really good books out there. Just read out loud together. And she suggested doing a garden, going outside and planting a garden. It is that time. It's that time of year. And so that's a really good thing to do. Spend time outside, play games. When you do games, anything with dice, numbers, if you play rummy and you count your points at the end, oh my goodness, all that stuff is very good. Strategy games that get you thinking. I mean, these things are all really good.
Definitely. Share with your kids stuff about yourself and teach them life skills. I mean, this is a great time just to spend some time teaching them some life skills that maybe they're not getting in school. And
cooking, washing dishes, doing the laundry, all that fun stuff.
Maybe you have a project that a space that needs organized or something that needs painted, or take the time now that we normally don't have. And I did say I'm going to go to Home Depot and get some supplies because we have some painting things, and then that's when I remember that my life isn't really different now. I don't really have the time now, but no, seriously. But if you have a project, do it as a family. Teach them how to do it alongside of you, and don't feel the pressure to have math and science and history and English and
Yeah, now it could be like when you're home with your kids and you get to know each other, how they learn. You start reading to them and you really discover that I love having my kids home. Like, wow, this is really, maybe I need to think about this homeschooling thing. Next week we are going to talk about how to seriously get into it if you really want to. But right now, since you're enjoy your freedom. Enjoy your freedom. There's no homework that you have to get done. There's no anything that you have to be at because it's all been canceled. So enjoy the freedom. Think outside the box. Think of some new fun and different things, or crafts or whatever. It's just a really good time to build a relationship with your kids.
And I know we're not supposed to be gathering in larger groups, but think about how you can serve people. Maybe you have an elderly neighbor. I've heard that the elderly are really anxious about going out. So see how you can serve them. Go to the store together for them or whatever. Just find ways that you can serve together. Have a daily prayer and devotion time with your kids. Really connect with them.
Yeah.
On a level that maybe you haven't been able to
do because it's been life has been busy.
Yeah, it's kind of like finding the silver lining,
Oh yeah.
There is a silver lining to all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a girlfriend who has her kids are public schooled and she has her kids home and she's like, wow, like this is really great. I hope they end up, finishing the school year, but it's been really good to have them home because they pulled games out they haven't played forever. They are doing projects. They are doing things together as a family that this forced slowdown time they haven't been able to do in the past. So think of the blessings in that way. It's really pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. So
it is amazing. So, like I said, online virtual tours, there's tons of stuff out there now if you Google stuff. There's
lots of free resources.
Like that,
And I think there's a lot of things that I'm seeing on Facebook that typically are not free. I think I saw, was it ABC Mouse or something?
Yeah,
typically things that have subscription, but they're having them free at the moment. So just do a little research. You'll be able to find a lot of things to keep yourself and your family busy and learn together and have fun together.
Yeah,
so,
it'll be good.
But like Ginger said, next week we're going to talk about how to quick start homeschooling if you decide, hey, I think I'm going to
do this thing.
It's not so
thing.
It's not so bad. They're not as crazy as I thought.
And in that way, if you are, reach out to people that that are homeschoolers. If you do have your kids at home, if you do have questions, you can always message us. You can comment here in this video. You can message the CHAP office or call us. Yeah. We are more than happy to talk to you guys. Yeah. So. What does Pam say today? We will be doing our books, but we have been taking advantage of tons of extracurricular activities. Yeah. Okay, that's good stuff. So I can't. Why can't we see that? My fingers are too cold to make it work.
Games, movies, audio calling the elderly. Yes, that's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah, it's really good. So Yeah, prayer is good. Prayer is
sure
good.
is.
If you don't have a prayer and a devotion time set up regularly with your family, as you know, however your family normally functions, consider adding that. I mean, that, and it takes away the anxiety too and the stress. If you're putting your eyes on Jesus, it's not going to overwhelm you
That's
as
right.
much.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will be
Okay.
back next week.
Yeah.
This has been
Chattin' with Chap.
See
Stay
ya.
safe and healthy.